Hey, what's going on everybody? Suro here. Welcome back to the channel. Today it's time to take a look at this new motif system in pictures, DreamSnaps, photos, you name it. We can now do it. Well, not really. There's actually a lot of restrictions to this mode, so we're going to break it down, go over it. I'm going to explain it just in case you haven't messed around with it. And while we do that, if you guys wouldn't mind, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate you. But let's jump right into it. So if you go ahead and snap a picture like this, we now have new options up here at the top left. This was just implemented in the Inside Out update. So I can click on this and I can add all kinds of different motifs. Now I've already seen, like during our inspiration video, a lot of you actually did use motifs in your dream snap for this week that we're going to be, voting on. And I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how results are going to be on Wednesday. But as you see, there are actually quite a few different options we have here. But there's also a lot of limitations. So let's take a look and just explore some of the things we can do with this. So for example, I could click on this little crown right here and I could actually decorate my character like this and rotate it. I could put it on my character if I want. You can also like invert it and you can make it bigger or smaller. Now this is where one of the first limitations come in that I'm not too happy about. I don't like that you can only make it like this small. Some items can only go so big and it's so small, and it's so weird because I play so many other games that have things like this kind of feature, and you can make it as small as you want to. So it's really weird that we get locked like into a place right here. So I mean, obviously right here it wouldn't look as bad. It still looks weird. Some of the stickers stand out more than others. So that's one restriction that I'm not too happy with. The other one was when I was actually doing this dream snap right here. I thought it would be cute if I could have one of the mushrooms right here on the bottom right and one right here. That was before I actually had the watermelon and the apples on this side. So if you go down and get to the mushroom, let me see if I can find it real quick. Here it is. So this one right here. Now this little sticker, this motif, works for a lot of dream snap themes. Now again, look, I can make it massive for whatever reason if you wanted to have a giant mushroom. But this is as small as I can go. Like I would actually like it to be a little bit smaller. So if I wanted to place it like right here, that's kind of cute. It kind of blends in. It's like a different texture, but it's not too bad. But if I wanted to do a second one, you cannot have two of the same type of motif. It's like completely gone out of here. That is one thing I thought was very, very strange because I can't make it symmetrical. I want one right here, one right here. And then I could have used this new thing. But yeah, the fact that I could only have one is something I'm not too thrilled about. So I hope to see that they will expand on that in the future. And if you guys have any thoughts on how they can expand on this, let us know in the comment section below. We do know that Game Love, they don't always communicate with us, but they usually hear us and make changes. So it's important to make videos and posts and things like that, just so they can get some feedback. So that's one thing I would definitely love to change. More options, larger, smaller, duplicate it, have multiples. There's also a restriction. You can only have 5 motifs in your picture at a time. So if I were to have this mushroom, that's 1 out of my 5 already. Maybe I want to put these little guys, these little like otters over here on this side, and see, they can get like pretty small. But I would probably want them like this big so I could have them blending in kind of like that. They kind of stick out because this one actually has a border around it. Maybe I wanted to take one of these watermelon slices right here. See, it's a little bit too large, right? Like if I wanted to make it seem like I placed it on a table, that is as small as I can actually get it. I can make it massive. I can have a massive watermelon slice. But otherwise, I would kind of have to like rotate it and just have it like laying on the ground. But it's a little bit too big for me. I mean, it would have been nice to have a small slice to put down maybe right here. This one right here is pretty popular. I've seen a lot of people use it, so you could do that. You can kind of put it on the bottom. Again, it would be nice to be able to have multiple of these. I could put one right here, maybe one right here, just to make it symmetrical. And then I could even put a bow on my character if I wanted, or I could have a massive bow like that. I mean, some of this stuff is just silly, but some of it kind of works. You can almost create like touch of magic on your outfits using some of these pieces, which is what I originally was going to do, but then I realized that you can't shrink them as small as you want. So a lot of the pieces are going to be too big on your outfit. We also have these lanterns right here, which I've seen a lot of people actually use in their dream snap. They kind of just put them like up here in the sky. So it kind of looks like a furniture piece. And then I've seen people use this face right here and put it on a pumpkin, which is really cool too. Or you can put it on your shirt or on your character. I feel like this one is going to be very useful in future like Halloween dream snaps, because we can put down an actual pumpkin and then you'll be able to just place the face on it and it looks so perfect. Another thing that would be cool is if you took like this Cinderella one here. Again, it's a little bit too large, but it'd be nice if you had some of the bubble items and then you created a submission where the final bubble was this one with Cinderella in here. So like you can get really creative with your dream snaps. They just need to work on it a little bit. And then after you get done with that, you can press a G over here to save to your gallery, or you can submit it as a dream snap. Obviously, I can't submit this one because I have a Touch of Magic shirt on, but everything else, if I didn't have that shirt on, I would be able to submit this as a dream snap. And honestly, it looks pretty good, even with some of the stickers down here in the foreground. I don't feel like it's too bold enough that it takes away from the rest of my scene. But it's also where people are like, oh, look at that. They actually have motifs. They got the mushroom. They got the watermelon slice. You know, we got the little otters over on this side. So I really like this feature. I hope they expand on it. But I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. We're going to head over to Discord and look at some examples that community members have done with just some random photos. And I also want to search and see if I can find at least one while voting that actually use these motifs. Alrighty, so I've actually been voting for at least 25 minutes and I have not found a single dream snap that actually used the motif. Now, I've seen a lot during our inspiration video. A lot of community members have, but just out here in the wild, it looks like not too many people have used motifs in their dream snap. And it's understandable. It is the first week, so a lot of players may not know how to do it. They may not even know it is an option because they don't really explain it to you in the game. Like if you don't follow up with like social media posts or community members or discords or anything like that, you're just someone who just plays the game, you're probably not going to know about it. And also personally, I feel like it's one of those features that I think it's not going to get used very often, but I think that's why they really need to expand on it, make some changes for it. Right now it's pretty bare bones at the start, but you have to get very creative with it if you want to implement it into a snap. But yeah, I haven't found any submissions with it yet. Hopefully one day I will. Also, beautiful submission, whoever's this is. Sheesh, that is incredible. But thankfully we have some incredible Discord members that have created some just random snapshots with motifs. So we're going to take a look at a few of them. We got Mere Jam Gaming here. Said they were just playing around. So like, look, here's some of the stuff you can add. We got a fairy godmother. They put Donald's face over on the Forgotten. Oh, Lilo and Stitch is too cute. It's like one of those things too. You can finally, if you find a specific motif of a character that's not in the game, it's like you can kind of incorporate them in your photo or your dream snap. I wonder now that they actually made this feature, if they are going to start adding more stickers or like motifs into the game. We got Febrian here that said, I challenged myself this week to use motifs for this week's Dream Snap and really enjoyed how it turned out. So they did use it. Look at this. They got the little drink. Well, we'll call it the little boba drink here in their hand. They're using the pose with their character waving. We got Pascal here. Oh, look at Stitch reading over here. See, this actually works flawlessly into this submission. Stitch reading the book. That is actually a really great sticker for this. And then we got Archimedes up here at the top left, just kind of roosting up at the top. Got the broom up by the building. Yeah, this one, I think it blends in very nicely. Let's see. Jenny Liz put... Oh, we got Eve over here. Got the little Simba icon. We have the lanterns in the backside. It's pretty exciting when you do come across submissions like this. Justin Sane said, my first attempt. Let's see what they got here. Oh, there it is. We have another little doggy right here. The Cheshire Cat over on this side. That is cool. We got all the bugs on this plant. Check that out. So they actually took that bug motif and put it on a plant. That actually gives me a good idea. You could probably do that. Like imagine we get a Lion King thing or a jungle dream snap. You can add some of these bugs on one of the bushes, and I think it's going to work together pretty nicely. Let's see. Pippin said, why can't we add 5 of the same one? I know. I agree. They got Olaf underneath the table on the side. Stitch actually looks like he's standing on the ground over here. Got the doggy here, and then Remy, their character is holding Remy. See what I mean? If you get creative with it, you can make some really cool things. This actually looks like Remy to me, and that truly looks like Stitch. Doesn't even really stand out too much like it's a sticker. But Pippin also did this one. Now this is cool. So they ended up using 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here was their fifth one. It's kind of like their character is reaching for a snowflake. So imagine using this for winter themed Dream Snaps and using this as an idea. That's pretty cool. We got Princess Peach that actually added one of those mushrooms. So they put it, kind of made it look like it was in Wally's garden. We got the owl over here roosting up on top of the shuffle. I love that. We got Stitch over here with the turtles. And then they have this little like a tree icon that they actually put inside of the pot itself. Let's see, Bluey the Fallen, what do they have? They said, I couldn't help but have a little fun with the motifs. We got Eve flying up in the sky. Oh, we got Pascal on the bench. Remy actually standing over here on the picnic table. Pro Tender said, how fast can you find the 5 motifs? All right, so we got one right here. Tinkerbell. Oh, you created a tattoo for your character. Okay. You added a sheriff badge. And then, no way you did that to the octopus. Not to the sushi chef. I love it. 10 out of 10. A Punkadoo baby added Goofy's face. Oh, the amount of like horror dream snaps we're going to be able to create. This item up here at the top, like this really dark moon, like black hole. I'm definitely using that in a future dream snap for Halloween. We got Oswald driving his car in the back. Penguin said for a 2-second snap, but this is pretty good. They have Scrooge with his money just outside of his shop. We got Stitch and Olaf having reading time together down here. We got the 3 good, almost witches, the 3 good fairies on the side, and then Remy outside of his restaurant. I like the way you use these characters. It makes your valley seem very like alive. Let's see, Little John said, wasn't sure about the motifs, but quickly became a fan. They got the giant mushroom on the side, Stitch. I see Olaf reading. Misadventure said, I have used this for this week's challenge too. Yeah, the mushroom again. It's like, why can we not have 2 of those? They did add some leaves up here too. So this leaf item, autumn leaves, is going to be good for future snaps as well. Kayla said, hope these can be helpful to someone. I just had fun with it and didn't take it too seriously. I love it. I mean, it's like we're truly being able to add characters into our snaps that are not even in the game yet. I didn't even realize there was an Olaf reading a book one. I'll have to check that out. Stitch standing on the Magnolia bench. Oh, you added some pictures and attached it to the market stall on the side. Elsa, and you made it look like she's a waterbender. Let's go. And we got Goofy fishing on the side. A fangirl every day has... I love it. The Scarface on your character with the frying pan. Oh, the weapons. Goofy is just as confused as we are right now. And then we got Hope Rose having fun with it. Look at that. They put Simba's head on their character. We got the 3 good fairies. I love it. Yeah, you could definitely have a lot of fun with these. And then Pippin again has a great little submission right here. Oh, the flower. This is a good item that I feel like will get a lot of use. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm hoping that they expand upon this in the future. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this feature. Were you excited for it, or did you feel like it was something they didn't need to add? Would you ever use it? Let us all know down below. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.